Hello, this is Damon Melch with X-Treme Bait Tank. Today I'm on Dale Hollow with Rick Braun. Did I say it right?
Yes, sir.
Your wife said I didn't have enough. Was it Braun? Come on, giving me the New Yorker.
Braun.
Braun. All right. Hey, nice seeing you again.
Good to see you.
Rick is the newest member of the X-Treme family down here. We figured out, we looked at the lake, we figured out you're on the north side or the south side of the lake. Did I do that right?
Yeah.
So if you look at how Dale Hollow comes up, you got to come around on the south side and up. And so really you're like almost the northern part of the south side. How far from Willow Grove are you?
A mile.
All right. So Rick, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you ended up in Tennessee.
Well, thanks to the woman, she really got me down there. Her parents had a house about 2 hours away in property. And we wanted to not work for the companies we work for. We wanted to open up our own business. We built this store. And here we are.
Awesome. Now this store being, you got a little bit of everything going on. Obviously bait, but it wasn't built for a bait store. It's more of a small restaurant.
Yeah. Smoking a lot of foods. We do all kinds of sandwiches. We do breakfast, and as of right now, we're still doing to-go orders. But with the bait shop closing, we wanted to get into doing some bait, and somehow I found you through a guy in Florida.
Right? How about that? Now the bait that you were, the tanks that you were using, you sort of had a homemade job going on.
I just had a Rubbermaid tank that a guy gave me to use. I knew it wasn't going to work for us because that isn't what we want and where we wanted it. I came across these with covers and totally enclosed. I loved it.
Right. And you've had an opportunity. Your first tank was a 65, and you're keeping shiners in there, right?
Yes, sir.
How you said you go by the pounds?
Yes.
How many pounds are you putting in that?
The most I put in so far, from what I hear, what I can do is 10 pounds.
Okay.
And they've been working out very well.
Very good. Now, obviously, once you get your delivery, you're selling immediately out of that, so you're reducing that. Your goal is not to keep bait forever.
No.
But you do want to be able to keep the bait you have in pristine condition until it can.
That's my
be
goal.
sent out.
That's
Right.
what I'm learning and trying to get it all down and putting the right chemicals in to keep them healthy as I could.
So from there, you ordered a dual 30. And what's unique about the dual 30, and you can go to the website xtremebaittanks.com and see the specs on this, but it's really two tanks in one. It's 70 gallons of water, but you've got two compartments, a 30 and a 30, and a shared filter compartment. So what this bait tank was actually built for was for people who wanted to have two different types of bait but keep them separate. So in your case, probably minnows and shiners.
That is exactly why I wanted the second one.
Right.
Also, if we get another order, I can keep them separate.
Right.
Whether it's just shiners right now, I can put them in both sides and almost get the capacity that I have in that one.
Correct.
So this way I don't have leftover old bait.
So if you're ever looking for a dual 30, the only application that this will not work on that I'm aware of is if you've got two different baits that require two different types of water. Since this is shared water with one filter compartment, both sides are equal as far as the water temperature, the chemicals, and everything that you put into the water. But in your case, minnows and shiners can share the same water.
Yes, sir.
You're just keeping them separate.
Exactly.
Very good. Now, I really had to tell you, coming back, I was thinking about you, and I was going to ask what questions I was going to ask you, and what brought you to Tennessee. And I know you say that your wife brought you down here, but
Oh yeah.
I've got my opinion. I think you're in the witness protection program.
Yeah, how'd you know that? I didn't tell you that, did I?
Is this probably gonna blow your
Did I
cover?
tell you that? Oh man, I'm blown now.
So, and you already got some other New Yorker friends that have already moved down here, Sue was telling
He's
me.
already been down. Well, some of them been down here longer than me. But
Yeah.
they love it when I'm down here because they can talk to me and understand what I'm saying.
What's that?
They can talk to me and understand what I'm saying. Thanks, honey. Yeah, see. Oh, wow.
Right? And they were asking about the price and stuff, and a lot of times people will cringe a little bit when they see the price. But it's very important to understand, we're not interested in being the cheapest on the market, but we are interested in being the best. And the best not just with the quality of the materials and the craftsmanship that goes into it, but the customer service as well. So if you ever have an issue or question or whatever, I'm just a phone call away, and I want to make sure that whatever tank you have, or in your case tanks you have, they're absolutely 100% meeting your expectations or exceeding your expectations. Anything else you want to add, tell us about?
There's not really much to say. I mean, I'm very happy with the purchase. I wouldn't have bought a second one or getting a second one.
Right.
I go, having the 30-day money-back guarantee, I think is awesome, because somebody can get a tank, try it. That's a lot to do for you. Nobody does that.
Right.
So to be able to do that, I think means a lot to why somebody will not have a problem taking a tank and trying it out and saying, you know what, it's good.
And right, and when you resell these for customers, that offer extends from me to you to them. So if somebody was to pick this 12-gallon up and it doesn't meet their needs for whatever reason, get it back, we'll get their money back, and we'll find a new owner for the tank. So
that was a big sell. I mean, when I spoke to the wife here, she was happy with that, because we were looking, we saw a lot of different tanks, but you had to get covers, and you had so much other stuff to do.
right.
And it was a lot more expensive than what these are. And having the covers, I love it.
Right. They're turnkey tanks. You just got to fill them up. Make sure. Now you have a responsibility of your bait, which means water temperature, chemicals, quantity based on the size of your bait, and all that stuff. But once you understand your bait, these tanks will circulate, filter, and oxygenate that water as good as anything on the market, if not better. So
I'm not complaining. I wouldn't have got a second tank
Yes,
if
sir.
I already had a problem.
all right. Well, hey, Rick, again, thank you very much.
You're
And
welcome.
And if you guys are in what part of Tennessee? What's the city?
Allons, Tennessee.
Allons, Tennessee. Look up the fork. It's literally in the fork of a road. So like you said, you can't miss it, because otherwise you're going to hit it if you're not paying attention.
That is
Food is phenomenal. Tell me, I know. Had it second time, eaten both times. The chili, we just had a Philly. Amazing. If you have any questions about products, prices, or sizing, you can visit extremebaitanks.com. And until then, we hope you have an extreme day.